All right, 49er fans, let's jump into the latest 49ers Q&A mailbag video. Our subscribers are giving us plenty of questions to go through, and we're going to answer them and as many as we can, and as long as it will take. I don't know how many it will be. We're going to jump into the first one here from very generic 49ers fan. He says, do you think Nick Bosa will be the same? Goodness, I hope so. I mean, goodness gracious. If Nick Bosa is not the same, then all of us must, in unison, remove our ACLs and offer them up to Nick Bosa. We must then pick the best one, possibly mine, because my ACLs are pretty good, knock on wood. And then we insert it into his knee. That way he plays very well. How about that? I don't know. I mean, honestly, I hope he's going to be fine. He should be fine. Everything we keep hearing is that he's going to be fine, but an ACL is an ACL, and it's difficult. And so we just kind of sit back and go, please let him be okay, and then we move on from it. So I think so. I hope so, but I don't know the answer because shocker, am not a doctor. I don't know if you didn't think that, but I'm not. Okay, let's go ahead and get the next question here. There's that name, Thomas Mott for SF quarterback. That's my guy. He says Caleb Farley is now projected to be drafted very, very late in the first round. Like, who said that? 28, 29th pick around there. Should we trade for a late first round draft pick to get him? First off, I have not seen a mock draft that has him going that late. I think he's the number 2 quarterback or cornerback in this draft behind Patrick Surtain. If he were to fall that far, somebody would take him. And I don't want to make another trade up into the first round. It's just way too expensive. So one, I've not heard that. And two, I just don't want to trade any more craziness to go ahead and give up because they already gave up enough. And trading back into the first round is very, to me, expensive. All right, super chat here right to the front comes from No GQ Pinna. My man, he says, can you kick out all the non-Niner fans? LOL, SF 49ers since 94. My man. That means you're born in 1994. You've been a fan since 1994 because I was born like 2 years later. I'm like a baby. I was born in 96. I wish we could. If you're not a San Francisco 49er fan, you may leave now. We'll give you just a little chance. We're not going to make fun of you. Just go ahead and leave. And go to the Seattle Seahawks report. I don't know if that exists, but, go over to the other spot. But I appreciate the super chat there. We love everybody. Maybe where they're converting to be a 49er fan. They like the Cardinals, but they don't like, Cliff Kingsbury. So they're like, come on down. And we'll, let you be your fan. Okay. Roddy Cow. Current wide receiver depth chart. Well, it's very simple. Debo, Brandon Ayuk, hopefully Jalen Hurts, and then I guess Richie James Jr. would be number 4, right? That sounds about right. Yeah, overall. That's what it would be. That's the hope. I think they're going to draft somebody. Rondale Moore out of Purdue was super fast at his pro day. He ran like a 4.2. Of course, everybody's running sub-4s, which is like kind of a little sketchy there because they're all doing it with the little hand timers, which are never accurate. I've been at a couple of pro days, and all the scouts are sitting there like, beep, and it's like 0.3 of a second wrong, which is a big deal. So I'm not buying how fast they are. But Rondale Moore is fast. We know that. Later in the third round, maybe. I think he's going to go the second round. But third round, I wouldn't mind him. But I think they're hoping Jalen Hurts is going to be that guy. The guy just can't stay healthy. The guy just gets injured like crazy. So I don't know. Harry says, any chance SF doesn't take a quarterback at number 3? Well, Grant Cohn, who wrote a ridiculous article the other day, then I guess you would think it'd be Kyle Pitts. But in reality, in the real world, no, there is no scenario where they don't take a quarterback. If they don't take a quarterback, I'll make a whole video about how dumb I am. I'll just talk about how dumb. I'll literally do 10 minutes on YouTube of like, I'm an idiot. They didn't take a quarterback. I'm stupid. That's really what I'll do. Honestly, like right now, so clip that, tweet it to me. I'll retweet it. I will 100% make a video saying I'm stupid if the 49ers do not take a quarterback at number 3. But they will. Okay, let's see here. We have a question for you. Type the biggest 49er draft need down below. There'll be a pinned comment. I want to see what you guys think down below right now. Biggest draft need. Is it quarterback? Is it something else? See what you guys think down below with the pinned comment. All right, see our next question here. Evan Smith says, what's our running back roster in 2022? 2022? Geez, not 2021? I have no idea. I'll tell you 2021, right? I don't want to get ahead of myself. Mostert 1, Wilson 2. Then it's going to be Michael Hasty out of Baylor 3. And number 4, I don't even know who number 4 is right now because he's probably a practice squad guy. So that's your current depth chart. And I think Mostert is signed through 2022. I could be wrong on that. He signed a 2-year deal last year, so he might not be. Maybe Jeff Wilson's running back 1 in 2022. I don't know. Why are we asking questions that's like 2 years in advance, right? I mean, can we talk about today? I don't know what I'm having for dinner, let alone who the running back for the Niners will be in 2022. But it's still a fair question. That's fine. Lil Dre. My man, what's that picture of? I don't even know. It's like LeBron James, but it's not. Who would you want, Trey Lance or Justin Fields? 100% Justin Fields. Like 1,000,000,000% Justin Fields. I think Trey Lance is good. He had a great pro day, but as Colin Cowherd said a week ago, you're supposed to look good at your pro day, right? You're throwing against air, and like all your wide receivers are also running against air. So you better look good. Both looked really good. Justin Fields looked really, really good, and he actually has big game experience, not from North Dakota State. So I'm out on Trey Lance, and I would not have traded 3 first-round draft picks to move up to get him. Here you go. Hashtag 49ers, Antonio Brown. Is Antonio Brown a free agent? I thought he re-signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He did. So, no. The answer is no. Although, oh, wait. Did he not? Is he a free agent? I don't even know what Antonio Brown. He is a free agent. Okay, I thought he re-signed with Tampa Bay. Tom Brady hasn't re-signed Antonio Brown. How about that? Now, I wouldn't hate it. And I think Antonio Brown showed last year he can still be a relevant receiver. He's no longer the best receiver in the NFL, and he once was. The guy was absolutely ridiculous. I wouldn't be against it, but I think he's really going to try and re-sign with the Bucs. The fact that he's not been re-signed right now basically shows that no other team wants to give him a lot of money. Which means he'll go back and run it back with Tampa Bay and try and make a bunch of money, or at least make a bunch of wins. And that's exactly what he's probably going to go ahead and do. Okay, before we get back to your questions, I want to encourage you guys to help out and support our partners at Newsbreak, which is a great app that provides local and relevant news content, all at the tip of your finger and all live based on whoever you guys want to go ahead and follow. So whether you're like in San Francisco or you're in San Jose, East Bay, South Bay, Walnut Creek, any zip code you possibly want, maybe Dansville, California, who knows, go ahead and you put that zip code down below, and then you follow specific news sources like San Francisco Chronicle, SF Weekly, Mercury News, East Bay Times, all of them combined, one or the other, whatever you guys want to go ahead and follow. It's all there in one news feed. You go ahead and download it very simply by going to this link you see on your screen right now, chatsports.com/49NB. You can either click it or put it up below me or up above me in the Google search bar. And that will take you straight to the website to download it via the Apple App Store or the Android Google Play Store. And once you download it, just search us, 49ers at chatsports.com, as well as the other San Francisco-based news organizations or wherever you live, whatever you guys want. Follow us as we're trying to get to 100 followers as soon as possible. All of our videos will be posted up there just like they are at our YouTube channel. So again, chatsports.com/49NB is the link that you need. And that is how you download the brand new Newsbreak app, which to me is fantastic. And I've been using on my iPhone for about a couple of weeks. All right, back to the questions. Samuel Fernandez, if anyone offers a first for Jimmy, do we take it and start a rookie quarterback or pass up on it? If someone is actually going to offer a first-round draft pick for Jimmy Garoppolo, I would take it right now. I mean, literally, that's not going to happen, but I would take it 100% right now. Because if you don't, then you are an idiot for not taking that. I would start a rookie quarterback too, right? You trade it to number 3. I'd hope that rookie quarterback is good enough to start week 1, but who knows? I think all of them, besides Trey Lance, are ready to rock week 1. And history has shown a lot of them have been pretty good week 1. And Baker got a lot of hate. He still wasn't trash his first year. So, yeah, if you get a first-round draft pick for Garoppolo, yes, please. I would do it right now. Isam says, what's your quarterback draft rankings? Trevor Lawrence 1, Justin Fields 2, Zach Wilson 3. This is my quarterback rankings. Mac Jones 4, Trey Lance is 5, Kyle Trask is 6, Kellen Mond is 7. Did you write that down? I'm going to repeat it. Trevor Lawrence 1. I would take Fields over Zach Wilson because Fields has actual big game experience against NFL defenses. BYU is not at all. Wilson is still very talented. I'd put him at number 3. Number 4 would go ahead and be Mac Jones. Number 5 would be Trey Lance. And then I guess Trask and Kellen Mond, you guys can just figure it out for yourself. Really cares. Super chat from No GQ. We're to the front. How good the 49ers do in free agency compared to the rest of the NFC West. They did do very good, but I also think some other teams did pretty well. Seattle basically did nothing. I think Seattle Seahawks are an absolute mess. Even though they have Russell Wilson, he's absolutely fine. I really like what the Rams did. I think Sean Jackson stays healthy. That's a good signing. Obviously, a trade for Matt Stafford, getting rid of that Jared Goff contract. That was fantastic. I really like what they did in LA, regardless of what we think of that team. And the Cardinals, they got better. I mean, they signed J.J. Watt, a little bit overrated, but they still signed J.J. Watt. They went ahead and got a wide receiver as well. Expect Arizona to draft a cornerback. I could really see them going for J.C. Horn or Caleb Farley. They're about 16 overall. They need one right now. But good question. I think the Niners did as good as you could have hoped. Let's just say that compared to the rest of the NFC West. Okay, any questions? Subscribe down below or join to be able to join our live mailbags by going ahead and clicking the bigger subscribe button. And, of course, hitting the notification bell because we do live Q&As every single Thursday. And your best way to be notified when we go live is to go ahead and subscribe down below, which, I mean, I don't know why if you haven't done it already, but you should go ahead and subscribe down below in the comment section. Okay, a couple more here. Let's see. Evan, trade for Joey Bosa. That is literally impossible because he signed a massive contract the Niners cannot go ahead and afford. Although I get why this is asked because he's brothers with Nick Bosa. And Joey on one side and Nick on the other would be unbelievable. I think your best bet at getting Joey Bosa is waiting for his next contract, which is like 4 or 5 years from now, which probably won't happen. But It's just so unlikely. Just because, again, they gave him a mega contract last offseason. It's way too expensive. They can't afford both of them. And you need to have enough money to go ahead and sign a guy like Nick Bosa. So when his rookie deal comes up here, coming up probably, I guess, 2 years from now, right? Would that make sense? Fourth, fifth year option? Yeah, that makes sense. So, no, I'm out on signing, trading for the elder Bosa brother because it's too expensive. Alfredo, what's going to happen with Josh Rosen? This is a good question. When the Niners get a quarterback in the draft, he becomes the third-string cornerback, probably the practice squad quarterback, because very few teams activate 3 quarterbacks on any given day because you got to have one of those 20 roster spots. So he stays. Josh Johnson's the odd man sitting out, but I think he's going to go ahead and probably be the practice squad quarterback, which was in Tampa Bay for like the entire year last year. So at least he knows what he's doing, right? I mean, come on. The R&B Bros asked, do you think Jalen Hurts going to have a breakout year if he stays healthy? If he stays healthy, he should. But you do kind of wonder with a back injury and a lower leg injury, how healthy can he be? You know, wear and tear is a real thing. I want him to so bad. I know I'm a Baylor homer, and I'm rooting for the Bears, obviously, in the national championship game, hopefully on Monday, because they're playing on Saturday against Houston, which stinks. But, of course, you know, I'm a Baylor lover, so I hope he plays well. But the guy has not played a meaningful snap since his final year at Baylor, which is just crazy to think about. So I am an absolute big fan of his. But can he stay healthy? I honestly have no idea. Let me ask you guys this. Who's your favorite 49ers player ever, like of all time? And why is it Jalen Hurts? Just kidding. It's not. Who's your favorite 49er player of all time? Is it Rice? That's pretty easy, right? Someone asked me the other day who the best wide receiver of all time is, and I was like, what kind of question is that? It's Jerry Rice. Thoughts. But let me know what you guys think. Favorite player of all time? Let me know down below right now in the comments section, as we, of course, love to hear your guys' thoughts on who the best player of all time is, or at least your favorite of all time. Someone said Ronnie Lott. There you go. There's Jerry Rice as well. That's fair. Okay, let's see. Next one here is from Triple DTX. 49ers draft red zone threat TJ Vasher. I wouldn't hate it. Later on draft pick. He is obviously a red zone threat, a big body frame. You know, technically, when Hurts not in there, because Hurts not a red zone threat, but he's still kind of tall, but he's not truly a red zone threat. They don't have him besides George Kittle, so I wouldn't hate it. I think TJ Vasher is a good player later on draft pick. That would make a lot of sense. Charles, what are your thoughts on Zach Wilson as out number 3 if the Jets take the high prospect tight end at 2? I'll be very surprised. But the Jets did release season tickets today, and Sam Darnold was on the front of them. So maybe Sam Darnold is going to be the quarterback? I don't know. I think someone's going to trade up to number 2 to take Zach Wilson. I really do. I'd be shocked if Wilson is there as 3. But maybe Robert Saleh, former defensive coordinator and now head coach of the Jets, told Kyle Shanahan that they're going to stay put and take Pitts, and then you get, Zach Wilson at 3. I don't really know. But I don't think it's going to happen. J.R. Flores, a couple more here. Take 3rd pick and Jimmy G. More second-round picks. Trade for Watts? No. Shaun Watson's untradeable right now. Absolutely untradeable. And listen, I'm not going to get into it, but there's no way any team could trade for Shaun Watson right now. Not with everything that's been going on. There got to be a whole independent investigation from the Houston police and, of course, the NFL. Not a chance anyone trades for him. J. Corb says, should we take a look at Casey Hayward? I think he's a good fit. I don't think he's a bad fit, but probably a little bit too expensive. That's probably why he's still a free agent overall. So, no, I would be out on that, and I don't think they necessarily need him overall. DT says, thoughts on Javon Kinlaw's next season? It's going to be good. The guy was really good from game like 4 until the last game of the season. I mean, he was not good in training camp. Everyone said he was bad. Everything I heard, everything I read. Didn't have a great first couple of games, but from about game 4 on, he was really, really good. And so I'm expecting big things. I'm expecting some big, big things. This is a great question. Thomas Mott, better than Trey Lance? I would have to agree. I mean, my quarterback style is better than Trey Lance's. Mobile guy. I mean, really, really good, especially throwing the football. I'm an absolute stud. No, just kidding. But I appreciate the love there. Maybe one day I'll post a video of me throwing a football on Twitter. You guys can analyze that and tell me how bad it is, but who knows.